Pick up the latest print edition of PressBox. It's our biggest edition ever, featuring a 12-page commemorative section highlighting the Ravens' run to the Super Bowl, presented by Maryland Live Casino. Pick up one for free at your local newsstand or read it right now at PressBoxOnline.com. Stan the Fan back with more of our program. Now we reintroduce PressBox fans to Ali Andrzejewski. Her organization's name is More Than Futbol, and that's F-U-T-B-O-L, and Champion Soccer Training. That's two different things. We welcome Ali Andrzejewski back for another visit with us at PressBox.
Thanks for having me, Stan.
Incredible. I can go on and on with all the descriptions of what I think about what you do, but you go each year, you use your love of soccer to go down and educate and train some kids in Belize. I mean, Nicaragua first, and Belize over the last 2 years. But before we talk about that, you go down with a lot of goods, T-shirts, shoes, and it's 10 months now before you go down again, 10 and a half months. How do you collect that stuff? And can some viewers that might have some stuff that they want to donate be a part of this?
Sure. You can go on our website, morethanfutbol.com, which tells you how to donate and where to send things to or drop things off at. And we take new and gently used gear.
And here's a picture of this, the shoes and the shirts and all that stuff. And for those kids down there in Nicaragua and Belize, it's like getting Christmas presents almost, like, isn't it, getting these uniforms?
It is. It's amazing. At the end of our camp in Nicaragua, we had a girl go up and give a speech on how thankful she was for the shoes she was given and how she would treasure them, and how thankful she was that we went to all the work to bring these shoes to them. And in my mind, it was crazy because, you know, I just sent an email out to all the kids I coach saying, hey, if you have any soccer cleats that don't fit you anymore, can you drop them off so I can take them to Nicaragua, which is nothing for us, but to them, it's a treasure.
Well, first of all, it's not nothing, but that what you do, you're too humble. But that's amazing that these kids would appreciate what you're doing
Big
that
time.
much. Tell us a little bit about why you do that. In other words, it's not to get the appreciation, it's more for changing quality of lives?
When I traveled down to Nicaragua the first time, it was just a regular mission with my church. And I came back and I knew that there was something I could do, something different. And I realized that soccer was a great way to connect with the community down there because they love soccer. So what we do is we use soccer as a tool to bring hope and help encourage the community to work together and cooperate. The people that we work with in Nicaragua do not have much of an opportunity to have fun, to play organized sports. The cost of playing for a team down there is basically the cost of a uniform, but for many of the people who work cutting down sugar cane, working on the farm with their family, they can't even afford that. They can barely afford to eat, let alone pay for a soccer uniform. So they don't have the opportunity to play this game that they love aside from out in the street with their friends. So this tournament means so much to them when we go down and play with them, and to have their own jersey that they can keep to get their own pair of shoes means so much.
And you make it kind of a combination of a training camp and a tournament, don't you?
Well, when we go down, we use the morning time to educate them on a world issue like AIDS or global warming, gender equality, topics like that in the morning time. And then the afternoon we reserve for soccer. We play soccer for about 5 hours in the afternoon. And this goes on for about a week. And actually on our last trip down, we even further our relationship with them. We're going to be bringing up one of our promising youth from Nicaragua to the United States this summer. I'm going to be training him and coaching for 6 weeks. Then he's going to return back down to Nicaragua and help start our new after-school program.
So you go down right now for about 3 weeks out of every year, correct? You're trying to have a more lasting imprint, an imprint that doesn't disappear in the 49 weeks you're not down there.
Exactly. Yes, a shirt and shoes goes a very, very long way, don't get me wrong. But there's a lot more we can do. A big problem for the Nicaraguans and the kids in Belize is the lack of support for education. they have to work in the fields, or for the cases for our kids in Belize, that going home is not a safe environment for them, and education is not encouraged there. So to provide an after-school program that is safe, where they can study and have the opportunity to participate in soccer, helps not only get them out of the streets and give them some opportunity, but also keep them safe and having fun playing this game, soccer.
Well, I could go on and on about you, about what I think of this. I think it's just absolutely fantastic. You're very special. When you bring in this youngster from Nicaragua, will you bring him on the show with you?
Oh, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you have him on?
Yeah, we have him in intensive English lessons right now. So by the time he gets here, he should be able to communicate pretty well.
All right. We can hear a little bit of him right now, I understand. Hold on. Let's see what we got.
También me gustó de que ustedes nos dieron equipo, un par de tacos para poder jugar y ayudar a el deporte aquí en Nicaragua, y nosotros lo vamos a practicar en nuestras comunidades.
And so I also give thanks to you all that you all have provided this equipment for us, you know, for a pair of cleats, for example, so that you all encourage sports here in Nicaragua, and we can continue playing and practicing in our community.
También.
All right, that was Armando.
Armando, actually the one we're bringing down, his name is Emmanuel. He's a little bit older than Armando. We're not going to send Armando down there in charge of a big soccer program. Emmanuel is 22, but Armando was one of our very promising campers in our last camp.
We're out of time, but
okay.
I really appreciate your coming in.
Thank you so much,
right.
Dan.
When we return, we'll have a more expanded commemorative February issue that we'll talk about, and we'll wrap things up, so don't go away. MAB Celebrity Services presents a Ravenous Celebration, February 22nd and 23rd at the Doubletree Hotel in Pikesville. The autograph event will feature world champions Paul Kruger, Corey Graham, Bernard Pollard, and many, many more. Log on to mab-celebrity.com for complete information and to pre-order autograph tickets.